We are going to start Chapter 2 Quadratics from Pure Math 1. Topic 1 is solving quadratic equations. So there are two exercises actually, exercise 2A and exercise 2B. So I'm going to combine them in this lesson. But before I teaching this, I want you guys to listen to me. This video is for those who are taking IAS A-level math. It can be Pearson Edexcel, Oxford or CAIE syllabus. Why I am saying that? Because in this topic I'm not gonna teach you how to solve quadratic equations step by step, because that's O-level math. That's not necessary for IAS A-level math. You are not gonna get questions like this. They're not gonna ask you to solve a quadratic equation. You will never get a question like this actually. But it can be a part of a bigger question. When you solve some other question, a bigger question, you are gonna end up with a quadratic equation. So how to solve this? We are not going to use the O-level method where we use product sum method, factorization method or quadratic formula and we solve step by step. That's waste of time. So let's say you get this question. When you solve a bigger question, you come across this quadratic function. This is what I want you guys to do. Straight away use your calculator, go to equation number 3, sub in the coefficients of x square is 1, x is 3, constant term is 2, and get the two solutions. X is -1 and -2, and then put this number here and write it as x plus 1 times x plus 3 is equal to 0, and then the solution. That's all you need to do. Even you know the factorization method or formula method, I would never suggest my students to do that step by step. You are going to waste a lot of time actually. Okay, you are allowed to use your calculator. Make use of the calculator. But you need to be very careful when you get a fraction, let's say, for some quadratic equation. When you solve using calculator, you get 2/3 and -1/2. Don't just bring the fraction this side, that's wrong. You have to write it as, bring the 3 first and then to write it as 3x minus 2 times 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. That's the easiest way to solve it. But if you don't write this step, you will lose a mark actually. So first get the solution from using the calculator and then write the factorized form using the solution. So basically that's all actually. But sometime when you solve, you will get a third form. Let's look at this quadratic function. Let's say when you solve a bigger question, you come across this quadratic. You need to use your calculator to solve it. So coefficient of x square is 1, coefficient of x is -6, coefficient of the constant term is -4. You get 3 plus root 3, 3 minus root 3. X is equal to 3 plus root 13. 3 minus square root of 30. When you get a third form, you cannot apply the factorizing method. In that case, write the quadratic formula with the ABC value mentioned. Minus b plus or minus square root of b square. B is the coefficient of x. This is ABC minus 4AC divided by 2a, and then straight away write the solution. You don't need to solve it step by step. So that's how you should solve quadratic equation in this IAS A-level math. So I'm taking one more question from the same exercise, question number 4. The reason I'm solving this question, you won't get a similar question, but they add this type of shape and include inequality questions. You will come across such questions in the past papers actually. So when you get the shape, it says the area of the shape is 44 meters square. It's an irregular shape. You need to divide them into regular shapes actually. So I'm going to draw a line here. So this is also x. The total length is 2x, so this becomes x. This length is x. The total length is x plus 3, so this would be 3. Now we need x plus 3. So area is equal to, area of this is x square plus area of this shape is, the length is x plus 3, width is x times x plus 3. This is the total area. It's given us 44. Open the bracket, you will get x square plus x square, 2x plus 3x minus 44 is equal to 0. And then use a calculator to solve it. 2, 3, negative 44. You will get 4 and minus 11 over 2. X is equal to 4, x is equal to minus 11 over 2. But you cannot just write the solution. You need to write one more step here. X minus 4 times 2x plus 11 is equal to 0. So x is basically the length of the side. It cannot be a negative number. So x is equal to 4 is the answer. Okay, there is one more thing I need to explain here. Let's say you solve this quadratic equation. You come across this quadratic equation. 6x square plus 9x minus 132 is equal to 0. And you want to use your calculator to solve it. 9 minus 132. You get 4 and negative 11 over 2. X is equal to 4. X is equal to minus 11 over 2. And then you need to write this step. X minus 4 times 2x plus 111 is equal to 0. And the factorizing method is wrong actually. Because when you open the bracket, when you multiply these two, you get only 2x square, whereas it's 6x square. And if you look closely, why is it happening? You see, you are getting two solutions same like this actually. Why is it happening? When you multiply this equation both side by 3, you will get this equation. So basically, here there is a common factor 3 actually. That's why it's happening. So what you need to do, you need to adjust the constant. You need to put a 3 outside. Otherwise it's wrong. Just put a 3 outside and then write the solution. That's all. Exercise 2b, they want you to solve these equations using quadratic formula. I want you guys to skip these questions actually. You are not going to get a single question in your board exam where they're going to ask you to solve a quadratic equation using quadratic formula. So let's not worry. You need to remember the formula, because as I mentioned here, when you solve, if you get a third form like this, you have to apply the quadratic formula and write a single step, then write the solution. So for all this, you just need to use your calculator to solve it. So I'm going to skip all these questions. I have taken one more question, question number 4 from exercise 2b. The trapezium has an area of 50 meters square. What's the area of a trapezium? Half A plus B. A plus B are the two parallel sides. This is AB, and times height. Height is the perpendicular height between them. So half times A plus B times height is equal to 50. Bring the 2 to the other side. 50 times 200. You will get 2x plus 10 times 2x is equal to, or you can just cancel this. So write it as times x is equal to 50. So you get 2x square plus 10x minus 50 is equal to 0. What I would do before I solve, I'll look for a common factor. Yes, there is a common factor 2. So you can divide throughout by 2 and then solve it. Otherwise, just solve it first using calculator. 2, 10, negative 50. So we get a third form. So what I'm going to do? Minus 5 plus 5 root 5 by 2. Okay, x is equal to minus 5 plus or minus 5 root 5 divided by 2. So you need to use a quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Just write this step and write the solution statement. Now they want you to find the height of the trapezium. Height is basically 2x, right? So our value of x is minus 5 plus or minus 5 root 5 divided by 2. But x cannot be negative. So we need to check which x is positive. This is positive. The 5 minus 5 is negative. So we need to take x is equal to minus 5 plus 5 root 5 divided by 2. So the height is basically 2x. When you multiply by 2, you will get minus 5 plus the 2 will be cancelled. But read the question. They want you to write it in this form. Take 5 as a common factor. So you will get root 5 minus 1. That's x. That's the height of the trapezium, 2x. That's all. So question number 5. I shouldn't be solving all these questions actually. These are all O-level math actually. Just square both sides. You will get 5x plus 3 whole square is equal to 3x plus 7. So open the bracket. A plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab, 2 times 5 times 3, plus b square, put the 3x plus 7 also this side, you will get 25x square plus 27x plus 2 is equal to 0. 25, 27 plus 2. Minus 2 over 25, x is equal to minus 2 over 25, so I put it as a fraction, 25x plus 2 as a factor. And then the second solution is negative 1, x is equal to negative 1, so I put it as x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we got two solutions already, that's all.